Okay, we are back with another episode of Tomb of Annihilation, Wildemount Edition. I am your Dungeon Master Hollow. This is my lovely cast. Lovely cast, say hello.
Hey,
Hello.
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 We have a bit of a new lineup to present to the listeners tonight. And with that said, we will introduce the characters in character when the time comes. In the meantime, we're going to talk about some stuff that's already happened. But I think the best way to do that is probably in character as we introduce our new players. And we can kind of piece things together from there. Maybe through RP, take a different approach instead of just preaching or trying to scratch our heads like, oh, what happened 3 or 4 weeks ago when last played. Does that make sense? So I'll take that as, okay, whatever you want, DM. Okay, so for days, weeks, even now, the talk of the streets and the taverns has all been about the so-called death curse all throughout the land. There's a wasting disease afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding toward the death they once denied. When they finally succumb, they can't be raised, and neither can anybody else, regardless of whether they've ever received that miracle in the past. Temples and scholars of divine magic, all at a loss to explain the curse that has affected the entire region and possibly the entire world. Rembala, Athazar, your search for the cure to the death curse has brought you to the Menagerie Coast, just west of the Dwendalian Empire, Wildemount. And in these jungles, these giant lizard-infested jungles that have cancerous undead plague throughout the land, well, you bravely traveled forth searching for the cure to the death curse, and you found the lost city of gold, but it was a ruined city that hadn't been touched in hundreds and hundreds of years. And you were captured by a cult of snake people, half snake. There's people, they were just snake people. Wanti, these damn evil Wanti, and they were going to sacrifice you to Dendar, the night serpent, who was going to come back from the grave and swallow the earth whole, like a snake swallows an egg. So, Rembala, Athazar, you guys, deep in the Wanti prison, underneath the palace district of the lost city of Omu, well, you staged your revolt amongst some of the slaves there, and you started killing as many Wanti as you could, and you managed to gear up and escape. Rembala, Athazar, you are the two surviving usurpers. And you actually stole a collection of puzzle cubes. 9 puzzle cubes that were these allegedly keys to the Tomb of Annihilation, where an artifact called the Soulmonger is said to be, which fuels this curse throughout the world. So, Rembala, Athazar, you use these puzzle cubes to go into the tomb, and the puzzle cubes disappeared once more as they were used as a key once more before Monty could use them and get hot on the player's trail, our main characters here. And so as we pick things up where we left off, Athazar, you stumble into a situation where you've been trudging through this dark this dark dungeon, and that is when, aha, just when Farouk is keeping watch during the rest, Farouk stomping down from the steps are two figures. One a red robed mage, one a heavily armored individual, bearded fellow. Rambala Athazar, you stumble into a hallway, darkened hallway, in the middle of which there is a rabbit folk staring at you, ears twitching.
I'm jumpy as hell, so I'll use my Eldritch Cannon. Fire kind of like a warning shot.
Click, click, boom.
Gosh is
Kapow.
gonna wake up. Gosh is gonna wake up on the on hearing that shot go off, and he's gonna push Arar out to the front to try to figure out what's going on with these two new people.
Big as Arar now.
Medium size.
Oh wow. So he's like a large dog.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, medium is people sized.
Yeah, like a Great Dane sized dog. Okay, so appearing forth between the rabbit folk and the newcomers is this drake, black scaled drake, like a dragon the size of a large dog. And it cautiously closes the distance on Athazar and Rambala. To you, what are you doing?
Well, isn't that just the cutest little thing? Come here, fella.
Above the table, he has a bit of an eating disorder. Everything is food.
So you're saying he snaps at me and tries to bite me?
Yeah, he's
Bad,
definitely
bad
gonna.
luck. Then I step back. Well, he's not very nice at all. I continue with the cannon, Athazar.
Whose pet is this?
That would be mine.
And that steps from around the corner.
Call if you're a pet.
And why should I do that? How did you even get in here? Actually, we had the puzzle cubes.
No, we had the puzzle cubes.
Aren't the red-robed wizards? Haven't we found a couple of their dead bodies laying around? Aren't they the bad guys?
Nah, the ones he wanted them dead, so can't be that
enough.
bad.
Bad, misunderstood, however you want to put it.
So, what exactly are you two doing here?
Mainly running for our lives.
Huh. I understand how that feels.
Well, aside from running for your lives, what's the real purpose of you guys being here? Most people wouldn't just stumble their way in here.
Even where I'm from, the death curses creeped in.
Are you looking?
I'll just play like I'm Athazar's bodyguard. I think it's probably the easiest way since we arrived together. So Makes sense to me. I know enough about fans, so.
So I say again, call up your pet.
You talking to me? I'm not his pet.
No, he would be referring to Arar, and we still haven't ascertained why they're here.
So, like you said, the Death Cur. He has a wealthy patron. Hired me to help watch his back while we came here to find the source.
Well, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna have Arar lay down and calm down a little bit. Well, we lost one of our friends here in the tomb. We could use some help.
What, pray tell, do you need help with?
Undead. Lots. So many undead.
I wish that was the most dangerous thing in here.
Don't tell me that. I was just getting to terms with the zombies.
I mean, again, just from the area that I've seen, the way some of these powerful magicians work, if something's been able to bestow a curse that affects a region or possibly even the entire realm, there's going to be a lot worse than undead in here. So have you went down this hallway yet?
We've cleared this floor. We just retreated here to get some rest.
All right, yeah.
There's some really bad wine back behind me if you want it.
No, thank you.
Just trying to be hospitable.
I'm more of a champagne.
So do you guys come straight down here? Do you guys discover anything in the upper floors?
That's a great question.
Also,
So,
were
which
you
way were you headed?
followed?
Also a good question.
I mean, I don't think so. The door seemed to close behind us, and we couldn't find any way to open it back up.
Well, I think our only option now is to push forward and deal with that horde of undead we saw yesterday.
Yeah, which way we headed?
I'll kind of squeeze past and this way there's stairs that lead down.
Arar just takes flight in the hallway and is flying above the courtyard now.
Rook, you would notice upon approach this secret door here that you had shut earlier.
Mhm.
It's open just a bit, slightly ajar.
Hey, Goss. Remember the door with we didn't know what it did that we closed? Well, it's opened again.
I'm gonna try to peek through the door and see what's going on in there.
Perception check.
With guidance?
With guidance?
Yeah.
15's better than 14.
You'd see some flickering light and there's a room with a still fountain. The light's coming forth from a wall that has been opened like a door. It's in the wall, and there's torchlight at the end of a hall, and you would see some steps, some stairs at the end of the hall that are leading down.
I'm gonna relay all that information and ask, do we want to head down the main corridor, or do we want to check out this new open passageway?
I want to check the door because I looked for hidden passages and I want to see what I missed.
Yeah, me and Aurora will go ahead and push in.
Can I study kind of the mechanisms of it to see why I didn't notice this before?
At a game, yeah, you missed the check to spot it.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair enough.
I gave you a chance to, but it's the battle
The
too.
dice spoke.
I think the battle distracted you from finding it as well. On top of it all, but you guys were mostly focused on the scrying pool there, right? Anyway, in this stairwell, there are two doors, two medium-sized wooden frame doors, one to the north, one to the west. They look old, weathered. To the north, you hear the sound of tinkering and hammers clanking. And then the door to the west, there's silence. But there is a bit of light trickling in from underneath the doorframe.
So do we want to go down the stairs, or do we want to check these other doorways in these hallways?
Turning to the newcomers, our normal plan has been kind of methodical, making sure we don't miss anything, kind of making sure we check everywhere, unless you guys have any alternative ideas.
You seem to know this place better than us, so lead the way.
Oh yeah, that's just pretending. All right, I guess we'll take the first door there.
This guy? Didn't mean to open that. Why are you doing that? This one?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna slowly creak the door open and try to peek and see if I can see anything through the door.
Okay. Pop it open. As the door groans open, just a bit for you to peep in, you see that there are old wooden benches and shelves along the walls of the structure. They're covered with gears, chains, trap components, and cages filled with vermin like rats and whatnot. And then there are braziers that hang by chains from the ceiling. Along the northern wall, a step dais is set with a bulky contraption, an iron maiden of sorts attached to a network of steaming pistons, tubes, and bubbling vats of blood. 5 masked dwarves operate the contraption. Rolling to see if they notice you. They're mostly focused on their work, so I'll give them a disadvantage.
Am I rolling a stealth against this?
Go ahead. All right. They don't seem to have noticed you quite yet. So you have the jump on things. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna slowly and quietly try to close the door and relay that there's dwarves in there operating mechanisms.
Right back and grab a beer.
Okay. So we want to jump right into a fight, or do we want to check what's behind door number 2?
They might not necessarily be hostile. They could be slaves down here.
You know, how long have they been down here? Have they lost their minds?
We've barely been down here, and I'm pretty sure I'm losing my mind. I'm good with going in if everybody else is.
Sounds good to me.
Right back. Sorry about that. Ready to rock? Are you ready to be annihilated? Door number 1, door number 2, no doors, all doors, the stairs. Maybe you want the stairs instead. Maybe you want it all. I don't know. What do you want to do? You tell me.
Oh, I think we decided that I'm just going to push this door open and we're going to go in and see what happens.
So you push the door in and begin spilling into the room. And with that, the dwarves drop their tools and start belching out weird commands to each other as they draw weapons. That's right. Battle axes strung to their backs, now in their hands. I need everybody to roll initiative.
That's no way to
So
greet
much for
guests.
hoping.
Game you, Paruk.
I have a +5.
Yes, so do I.
Oh,
Paula, what's your dex bonus?
2.
Oh, so is mine.
Rollies.
Yep. Oh, I rolled 13 plus 2, I rolled 15.
I think you got everybody.
Yep, that's everybody. Okay, great. Karuk, it's on you, man.
all right. Do. I'm going to squeeze past over to here, and this guy here will hit with. Where did you run off to? My Eldritch Cannon. That's a 25 to hit. Hope to God that actually hits, because. All right. So 12 force damage. And then I'm going to follow that up with a firebolt at a 16 to hit.
16 to land.
For an additional 13 damage. So 25 in total.
25 total. So with that, you strike true, and due to your evocation, his flesh sizzles and burns, pops, it melts, stench is in the air. The dwarves, they react with no emotion, as if they're just following commands internally to kill. Anything else as you backed up in the corner there?
Nope.
Awesome, it's your move.
All right. First of all, how tall are the ceilings in here?
Good 15 feet.
All right. So Aurora is going to fly up to the ceiling and circle around behind this guy. I'm going to step over, and I'm going to open up with a hunter's mark on the guy right in front of me, and I'm going to start swinging, and I should have advantage, correct?
Yeah.
All right. First one, 22. Second attack, 17. Those land. All right. Rolling first damage. 5, 6, and then the hunter's mark damage. All right, so that is 22 points of damage. And that is going to be it for me.
All right, so you have Aurora moves in, distracts the enemy. You swoop in with your longsword, and kapow! Force damage on top of it all. Lights up your enemy's senses as he is flanked, and you're getting the best of him. And then Athazar, I'll pass his turn to you.
Let's see. And I will a cantrip at the one to my left.
Okay.
Bear with me, I don't know this new character sheet real well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were on the 2014 character sheet because Vecna started before the new. Better. They were really buggy at first, but they've gotten a lot better.
Will 16 hit?
16 land.
I don't know what the two numbers mean there.
It's 15 base, and then elemental affinity adds +3.
See that there, yeah.
So we'll say cold damage.
I had 23 left. That's going to be a kill. Double check these things don't have undead fortitude or something like that. They do not. That's a kill. How do you want to do that?
Just a burst of light, we'll say light blue energy comes from a wand I always seem to carry in my right hand, clutching it super tight, like it's part of me. And I fire it at the whatever this creature is. It doesn't even matter as long as I take it down and defeat it.
Not surprise. Thing was flanked, and now it's done for. Czar. Gun smoking at the end of your turn. Anything else up your sleeve?
No, that'll do it.
Volley, your move.
Shouldn't I have been after them? I think you won the roll off there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had resorted. Okay. Thank you for that. These things are moving in. We have one that. So, let's see. Peruk, you went after this guy, right? So probably.
I was first. Oh, as in I went after him to attack him, yes.
Yeah. So, all right. He'll move in onto you. Axe. I don't think he has reach. So let's see. Battle axe attack. What's your AC?
20.
Ooh. Swings wildly, misses the mark, slams into that nearby shelving, and there's a bunch of like lab glassware that goes breaking. There you are, back in the corner. This thing's right in your face, but you're holding your ground for now. There are more of these things though, and they are stumbling into the action. On Athazar, just like that. Athazar, what's your AC? Athazar, good sir. What's your AC? Talking. You're not lighting up. We're not hearing you. Uh-oh. Let's press forward. What's up? Athazar has an AC of... I'm on roll 20. Oh, 9's going to miss the 15. But a 24 will hit. And Battle Axe cleaves into the mage's shoulder for 9 points of slashing damage. You guys with me?
Yep.
Mark that on Athazar's token. I don't know what happened to him. Probably some real life shit. I believe he's got a broken leg or something in real life. He's pretty fucking one. Just had him tumble. I don't know what happened. I joked around. So he must have raised his voice to his wife.
All right, I'm back. I had to get some pain medicine.
I'm just making sure she wasn't raising hands to you again. How's that leg doing? You all right?
Yeah, I was on my way to jury duty, and I walked up this incline with wet grass, and I slipped and slammed into the ground. I still went to jury duty, but
Yeah.
afterwards, I walked into like the quick care, and I'm like, I figured it was just a sprain or something. But first, it was a fucking blade.
Check it out. Yeah. Needs to get some time to chill. So, let's see. Well, I have that zombie, that dwarf that came in on at you, and it chomped into your shoulder with its battle axe for 9 points of damage. Okay.
Sounds fair.
And then we have a couple of other of these tomb dwarves that are stumbling into the situation. And then they're going to end their turn. Rimbal, it's your move.
All right, I will step up to here, and I will swing. I should. That mace, is that a magic? I might pick it up after this fight from me.
Yep.
For now, I will swing the weapon I have, which is just a regular mace somewhere. Oh no, I've got a warhammer. Here we go. $22 to.
Okay. Great swing.
That should have. I've got Blessed Strike, I think it is. Guess I'll need to add that manually, probably. I get an extra D8 Radiant each turn. Yeah. Extra 2 Radiant on that.
Damage soaked. The tomb dwarf opens up like a rotted grapefruit. Cobwebs and dust popping from the wound.
I'll summon a spiritual weapon. It's gonna that I'm attacking next to RR. And attack the same one I hit for 16.
Would a spiritual weapon count as flanking?
Not usually, I don't think.
Check on that real quick. I think I may have played it in the past where it does.
That was able for me to grab. So for now, that represents my spiritual weapon.
Well, ChatGPT says no, it can't flank.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
16
Probably because they can't take reactions and such.
I mean, it can make melee spell attacks, but the flanking rule cares about who is flanking, not what type of attack is made. Since the weapon isn't a creature, its attack doesn't qualify for flanking. It's on. So anyway, that's the ruling. Let's go with that. No.
Okay.
Jeremy Crawford, he's clarified multiple times.
Does the 16 hit?
16 does hit, yeah.
For 7 force damage. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Chopping away. And it's a gory job. It's a dirty job. Someone's got to do it. You're hacking, you're slashing, you're spiritual weaponing your way through things, and then Peruk, top of the round, sir.
Alrighty. Quick question. If I have a feature that gives me access to use a bonus action spell without a spell slot, can I then use a spell slot, or no, since it's still 2 spells per turn?
I believe that the rule is that it's like it's one or the other, or no, it's one of both. Hold on, let me see. I think it's double checking. So yeah, you can. Yeah, as long as your action economy allows it.
Okay. Well, actually, it'd be probably a little better to do it this way.
It's just you can't do like a bonus action spell plus an action spell.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
know,
figured.
yeah, you can do like a spell and a cantrip.
I'm going to move to here. I'm going to
Top of the table.
bonus action. Yep. Then bonus action allows me to jump 15 feet. So I will be here. And then the one that I was attacking before, I am going to Scorching Ray.
Believe you get some attack of opportunity from the leap.
Nope.
No.
It's an automatic disengage.
Oh, disengage. Okay.
All right. Lowest on the attack roll was 15. Does 15 hit?
Yeah.
All right. First one is 8 damage. Second one is 4 damage. And then 6 damage. But I also forgot that I have way too many features. Arcane Firearm. Nope. Hold on. I have something that gives me extra damage when I cast spells. Yes. When you use an artificer spell through the firearm, roll a d8 and gain a bonus to one of the spell's damage rolls equal to the number rolled. Since each one of those is a separate attack, I get to roll 3 more d8, correct?
I believe so.
Sweetness.
Stuff, quit it. Hey, stop
right.
it.
So we are at 37 damage.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Fuck that guy in particular.
So this guy here, you're finishing off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, that's it's a kill and a half, huh? His head goes blasting like a watermelon at a Gallagher show.
He ran up on me. He startled me.
And he did.
That's on him.
He was right up in your shit.
All right. That will be my turn.
Oh, it's your move, man. Looking to finish this. The thing's got 11 HP left. Gauss, you sweep your long sword into the action. 2. Oh, look at that. 11 slashing damage on the nose. To kill, how do you want to do that?
If you're talking, you're muted.
Nope, there we go. Sorry. Microphone problems. So instead of a swing, it's going to be more of a stabbing motion, like in a half sword position, straight through its throat.
It's very modern art.
All right. And then going to have Rar push up this way, and I'm going to use some more movement, fall up to this guy. And I'm going to head and take my second swing. I'm assuming a 12 does not hit.
No.
All right. And that is all I've got.
Altazar, your move.
All right, let's see. The one that's in front of me, a little bit into the room, I will attack with this spell.
Sorceress
13 hit.
first. 13's going to miss the mark.
All right.
Can help you with numbers like that.
And I'll put myself here in the corner.
Okay. Two dwarves. They make move. Swinging away. It's battle axe against Goss with an AC of
19.
Okay. 19's going to land on the nose. Only 5 points of slashing. Wait, actually, I was using 2 hands. I rolled the wrong die.
Okay.
It's going to be 6 points of slashing. And
His but a scratch.
yes. Another one that's in Rambala's face now. Rambala, what is your AC?
19.
19. With 19 and an 11. So the 19 will land. And it takes a bite out of you. 5 points of slashing damage. It just takes a thin slice out of you, like lunch meat. Then Rimbal, it's your move.
I will attempt to return the favor.
Don't bite him. He's not going to taste good.
He looks. Oh, you don't know that. He could be the most delicious undead dwarf.
Please tell me these comments were in character.
Just saying, you know, where I'm from, we use undead for everything. Sometimes even food. Usually for other undead, but you know, they seem to like it. As I'm guessing a 12 misses.
12's not going to hit.
And the spiritual weapon will attack this one also that ran up on me.
Okay.
For fumble.
Olaya! Roll another attack, see if we can confirm that. So your spiritual weapon doesn't pop out of existence or anything. You just miss the mark completely.
That's my turn.
Baruch.
All right. We're going to open up with bonus action Eldritch Cannon. 22 to hit for 10 force damage. And then Firebolt. 19 to hit for another 10 fire damage, so 20 damage in total.
This guy?
Yep.
Just as it soaks the damage, that is when the Iron Maiden and the northern wall, it begins yawning open. Stumbling forth from it is this nasty, stitched together, naked Frankenstein creature.
Why does everyone around here have a pet?
Well, you just need to get a pet then. Oh, actually, I do have a pet. I've got another one. I forgot to summon that. Nope, that'll be all for me.
All right. Well, all the talk of biting things and eating them made Goss hungry, so he's gonna open up with bonus action Hungry Jaws. Take a big old chomp out of him with a 19. Give myself 3 temp HP and deal 1 damage. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my 2 swings on this guy. Dirty 20 and a crit fail. So 13 on the confirmation.
So it's a miss. It confirms a fumble. Your longsword. So not so bad that it damages your longsword, disables it or something. Your blade doesn't break or anything like that, but you do fumble it, and your blade tumbles to your feet.
Okay, well the first swing did 11 damage. And that's do I need to use an action to pick it back up?
I'd say like kind of like standing up. It would take your an action, or you could use a bonus action if you have that.
Okay, I'll just use my movement. And that'll be my turn. Like I said, first attack was successful. So that was 11 damage. And that's it.
Alrighty then. Athazar, it's your move, man.
All right, I will move and try my blast again.
So for the big blast. Kapow.
And it will be fire damage. "13 fire." Why does it do it twice? I don't understand.
You double tap it on nice. It's sort of working.
It's that new damn character sheet.
Showing the bugs off. Okay, the thing is left stumbling, staggering. It bounces off the table behind it. Some of the laboratory glassware goes flying, shattering. But it's still on its feet, staggered, but on its feet. Anything else?
No, I'll hold position here.
Start with the one that is going to swing at the wizard. Wizard, your AC is 15, correct?
Yep.
Natural 20 and a miss. So that's going to be.
He got a nat 20.
Oh, yeah. Are you.
All right.
Silvery
Silvery
Barbs?
Barb. Yes, I am.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20 again. You won't believe it. Oh, my God. That's crazy.
Hold on.
Got
Shit.
that loaded dice.
Think that's crazy? Watch it go get countered a second time. What you got?
I thought if it. Oh, nope. I read it wrong. Continue.
I can't believe I rolled 2 20s in a row. The odds are like, what, 1 in 400? Right? That's fair. So, let's see. I rolled horribly for damage. You're only going to take 6 points of slashing damage. Wasted opportunity. And then the other 2 dwarfs swinging away on Goss's position. Goss, what's your AC?
19.
15. Ooh. Just rolled a couple 10s. Missing the mark completely. Nothing else I can do to abolish your move.
All right, I will attack.
Take your advantage for Silvery Barbs.
Okay. Yep, I will start with my attack. $23 damage. 11 plus my blessed strike. D8 radiance, another 3 radiance, so 14 total on the one in front of me so far.
All right, that's a kill. How do you want to do that?
As I strike him over the head with my warhammer, it blasts out in holy light, and the light goes out behind its eyes.
More light in the attic.
And my spiritual weapon then will attack the one to the north of it next to Goss. $25 to hit. 12 force damage. Wow.
So you continue delivering the beatdown, and Tombdorf, well, it looked pretty bad to begin with. A lot worse now. Almost beaten it to the ground.
I'll move my spiritual weapon over and close ranks too. And end my turn there.
This thing stumbles forward. Arms flailing around.
Kind of looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
Hey, you guys.
Goss, what's your AC?
19.
So the dirty 20 will hit.
You're swinging at Goss, right? Not Arar.
Right.
Okay.
It's going to be 11 bludgeoning as it throws its hands at you. It kind of like slams out at you. And then pass the turn to Peruk.
All right. I'm going to move to here. We're going to go with that Force Ballista for 25 to hit. Ooh, we'll do 17 damage on that. Followed up with a Firebolt at a 17 to hit. That's 15 damage plus casting through my focus adds that other D8 for 2 more damage. So 2 17s. So 34 damage. And then I'll spend the last of my movement to get here to set up advantage for Goss.
Yeah, you just go to town. Position for your buddy Goss. Flank. Or get that flanking bonus as you move into flanking position. And then Goss, it's your move, man. This thing stinks like hell. It's all Frankensteined out, stitched together. What are you going to do?
Yep, I'm gonna bonus action move my Hunter's Mark to this guy and take my first swing. 19. And Goss is also going to use his reaction to give me an infused strike, which will be an additional 1d6 fire damage. So we'll go ahead and roll damage for the first one. Where did my Hunter's Mark go? There, that is 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and swing out again at it. 23. Oof. Bad rolls now. And Hunter's Mark damage for another 3. So 23 total damage. And that is
3.
it.
Hey, hacking and slashing away. Lead sword or long sword leading the way. Doing all the negotiating that needs to be done here. And you're taking this thing a piece at a time. And now that you've done so, there is a fiery red light that begins glowing in its eyes. It begins getting brighter and brighter with each passing moment. Athasar, it's your move.
Let's see. I'm going to try my kid trip again. Oh, fumble. It actually says it under the number. That's funny.
Not the best.
You
Roll.
made a re-roll again? Yeah.
Yeah, roll again. Okay, yeah, that's a fumble. So roll damage, and you take half the damage coming back at you. And backfires.
So you said half the damage? All right, and I'll hold position here.
Okay.
Would that be classified as either an ability check or a saving throw by chance? Ogie.
And then, so Tomb Dwarves. There's one left, right? Swinging away at. Screw it, run bottle this time. Bottle, what's your AC?
19.
Team. 30, 20, and a 10. 30, 20 is going to land. 5 points of piercing, or slashing, actually. This axe buries itself into your arm.
I would like to use my reaction.
Ooh.
It's a dex of 15, I think it is.
Rumball, he hit you, correct?
Yes.
Is it too late for me to use a reaction, or can I use a reaction for Rumballa?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and use interception, and it didn't really help that much. It's 1 less point of damage against you. It's a really bad roll. Sorry
4
about that.
instead of 5. That's good. Considering he hit me for 4 and took 11 back, I'll take that.
Yeah. Can't complain about that.
Oh, and if he fails to save, I think it moves him too.
No, just says they take half
No,
as much.
Okay.
All right. What's up next? Do this thing.
That was, yeah, it was on the dwarf's turn, right?
Dwarves are done. Yep, Rimbala, your move.
And this one's still hanging tough, so I will swing at him with my weapon first. 13.
13. Okay, 13's going to miss the mark. Airball.
The spiritual weapon will attack it as well then. Ooh, critical, 28. For 10 damage.
Okay. Brings this thing down to 12 HP. Not much left of him.
That's all I got.
And just a reminder, Hollow, you're this guy that's his turn now. He's got disadvantage on his first attack.
He starts huffing and puffing. And eyes glowing red. It starts growling. Like it's starting to go crazy. There's some type, like there might be a demon inside of him trying to break free. And then it's able to shake it off. Shake that demon away. And then it just throws hands wildly. Slam attack wildly at Goss in one direction. 25 will land. Another slam attack throws hands at Rimbala to the south of him. That's a 19. Does that hit Rimbala?
Yes, it does.
Looking at Rimbala, you're taking 12 points of bludgeoning. And then that's going to be 16 to Goss.
I will use my reaction again to lash back out at him. Oh wait, it was the I'm not going to say what it is. The naked thing that hit me. I take that back. I am not going to lash out at it.
Fair enough. Top of the round, Farouk.
All right. All right. Question. According to Google, yes, this will work, but I want to get your thoughts. If he hits me with an opportunity attack, I can then use a reaction that is prompted on an attack.
I believe so.
Cool. I'm going to move in by the spiritual weapons and attempt to move out of his range, permitting that opportunity attack.
I believe 16 misses.
Okay, never mind then. That still works just fine for me. Because if he hit me, I was going to use my repulsive shield and throw him back 15 feet. Then in that case, we will open up with our Force Ballista for 18 damage. And then a Firebolt for 14 plus 4, so another 18 damage. So 36.
All right. That's on this Tomb Dwarf here?
No, that's on the big guy.
Oh, the big guy?
Actually, I didn't realize that guy was still alive, so he gets an opportunity attack as well since I moved out of his.
13 will miss.
Okay. So then, yes, big guy takes 36.
Oh man, he had exactly 36 left. It's going to take him down. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. This thing falls hard. Right when it's on the verge of going berserk, ripping everybody's heads off. It's to the field of battle. On the floor, it twitches, the last bit of energy rippling around its dead flesh, and then it moves no more. There's still one of these things left, one of these nasty tomb dwarves. Peruk,
And that's
anything
all for
else?
me.
All right, passing turn. Goss, your move.
All right. Yep. Just gonna go ahead and start swinging at it. Try to get this thing down. 15. 15 hit.
15 will land.
All right. Throw the second one out. 6 does not. For 11 damage.
Leave it with 1 HP left.
Oh, I still have my bonus action. I'm gonna go ahead and Hungry Jaws for 17. And that's 6 points of damage.
Oh, finally. You take the last of the enemies down. That's a kill. How do you want to do that?
Oh, I think since I used Hungry Jaws, it's a feeding frenzy. After it falls, I would definitely just continue to start chomping away at it and eating it. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. We're going to wind down this encounter, fade to black, and we will move to intermission here. So it's everybody.
Yeah,
Let's take 10 minutes or so. Relax.
I'm assuming Goss like swallows him whole, right? So it's going to take him 5-10 minutes or so to choke it down.
Yeah.
I'm not a snake.
That's what all Athazar and I have seen around here. Sorry, I don't mean to be speciest against your kind or anything. I just
I've got legs and arms.
well, some of them did too.
This is true.
Fair enough, I guess.
Guys, I'll see you in a few.
All right.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello, howdy.
There. Let's see here. Hey, so everybody back up where we left off, and you are in this room that is just littered with corpses, stinking corpses that were corpses even when still walked. And there are old wooden benches and shelves that the tables and the benches and the shelving all contains just all covered in gears and chains, kinds of weird components. That Iron Maiden in the back, for example, that's attached to a network of steaming pistons and tubes, bubbling vats of blood. There's also a stairwell. Looks like it leads up.
Before before we leave the room, I'm gonna start gathering up a bunch of these components and such. Also, would I want to start during our downtime crafting an uncommon item, which will take 20 hours in total.
What do you have in mind?
A weapon of warning, specifically a short bow. Yeah, at level 11, it also becomes really broken because it cuts my crafting time into a fourth, so I could make that bow in 5 hours. But yeah, so during our downtime, I'll keep track on my side, because I can only do 8 hours per day, but 20 hours, I'm gonna make a weapon of warning.
Well, I'll tell you what, you do find something of interest when you're looking around. Find that there's a lantern on a nearby shelf that is lit, buzzing around inside. As it looks like there's a spirit. It's like the spirit of a fairy or something inhabits the lantern. Whoa.
All right, I'm gonna call everybody over. Hey, found what looks like some kind of spirit or fairy stuck in here.
Do we shake it?
No, you think happy thoughts. and then you can fly.
My happy thoughts are shaking it.
Looking in, you see a little Tinkerbell-like spirit. It doesn't. It starts. The light emanating forth from the lantern starts strobing violently, like it doesn't like the idea that you have. How's everybody in HP? How you feeling?
I'm
I
hurt
didn't get
pretty
hit.
bad.
Are you?
I'm 10 points away from half.
Go ahead and take 22.
Okay.
Actually, I apologize because still using. Nope, not a D20. Where did the? Still got to roll it. I'll just roll it this way. D8. Let me make sure it doesn't say an attack. Nope, just a spell through my firearm. So they're like, yeah, I'm pretty hurt, and I just point my gun at you and heal you 25.
As well.
Nobody has any issues. I'm gonna, I guess, open up the lantern. Or do we want to take the lantern?
Do you think it'd suffocate the bag?
It might. My thought is if they were using it for a lantern, it might be used to reveal something hidden. But at the same time, potentially letting it go would be probably the best move, and maybe it'll show us whatever the revealed, the hidden thing is, if that is the case.
Well, I'm game for whatever.
See you heathens think.
Yeah, probably worth bringing along.
Are we gonna bring it along, or are we gonna let it free and hope the? Ooh, actually, because I have the Fey touched feature, would I know anything about this? Like what kind of creature it is, if it's would have the,
Potentially.
if it's friendly, if it would have the ability to communicate, so we could ask it for help.
Roll an Arcana check.
Dirty 20.
Really? That well, huh? So, you know this to be a ghost lantern. So that's a restless spirit that's trapped inside. You basically attune to this thing and command the spirit to shed bright light. You can basically control the lighting. All right. Um, you know that the spirit's pretty much bound to the lantern. Can't really be harmed or turned or raised from the dead.
All right. I will pass that information along. I've got one more attunement slot if nobody else wants the light.
Being the artificer, I think you should probably hold on to it. Oh wait, no, we got more magic users. Either one of you two want it?
Sound like
Knock
it.
knock.
I'll take
Oh,
it
yeah.
if nobody wants it.
Yeah, because the other nice thing about it, if you fall unconscious within 10 feet of the lantern, the spirit emerges from it, magically stabilizes you with the touch, then returns to the lantern.
It's Navi.
It
And
Hey, listen!
marvelous.
So this place is like a tomb, right?
Of Annihilation.
Have you found any sarcophagi?
Several.
Several of them. Some of them have some stuff. Some of them have some occupants.
Really bad
I did
jerky.
find. I did find this mace that if anybody else wants it, I'm tired of carrying it. The thing scares me.
That's the Mace of Terror you were referring to?
Yeah.
Is it magical in the sense of, like, is it a +1 to hit and damage or anything like that?
1d6 plus 1 is what I'm showing, but I also don't have a proficiency in it.
So it sounds like it probably does have a +1.
I mean, it's blue. I mean, worst case, add it to your inventory. See if actually, you know what?
Yeah, let me take a look.
Because are you on
New one.
roll D&D Beyond?
Oh, roll 20. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say because if you're on D&D Beyond, I'd move it to party inventory.
Oop. Not what I meant.
You guys have a
Yeah,
game plan moving forward?
We're distributing a little bit of loot real quick.
Yeah, I'll probably continue to wield the Warhammer for now, but I can keep the mace on me. Try to use its. I don't know that there'll be much down here that its terror ability would work on, but I'll be happy to try and use it if needed.
Fair enough.
Run into any Wanty could be useful.
Yeah. Let me just double check. I think that is. Yeah, that's all the magic items I've got that I'm not actively using. All right. So you took that, and then the other thing was the ghost lantern, was it? Yeah, ghost lantern. And then I'm good to push on whenever anybody else is.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Where to? Which direction? What's your marching order?
Can
If I
we has
remember
a
right,
map?
if I remember
Yeah,
right, there's
something to the
another set of
left.
stairs in the room. Yeah.
Stairs? Those stairs go up.
Yeah, I think since he mentioned that much, they come out right by the entryway, if I remember correctly.
You want to check
Mhm.
door number 2 or go down the hall?
Yeah, I mean, stay on this level. Check door number 2.
All right.
Hold on, I gotta refresh roll 20. It is
Yeah. This is working from night.
being glitchy.
I'll do the same thing. I'll peek the door again.
We'll
See
still
what
check.
we can see.
I'm still injured a bit. Was anybody else?
I'm down.
I was hit.
So, okay, multiple of us then anyway.
I'm only down 5 points, and I've got 3 temp HP.
I used cure wounds on him.
All right, I'll just do a healing word on each of us, and I don't mind spending a couple level ones.
Don't use one on me. I'm still max.
Yeah. So one on Athazar for 9. And one on me for 10.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'm technically only 1 off of full.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. So group is powered up.
Oh yeah, speaking of, I'm glad you said, I also do want to put a death ward on myself.
Ooh.
I am actually not familiar with that. Huh.
Oh, nice.
How long does that? 8 hours. Nice.
Mhm.
It may work, they may not. Given the death curse. It's been affecting spells that cheat death.
Yeah, I think the whole point with this one though is that I don't die. I never go to 0. I go to 1. Sure.
Time comes, if it comes.
It will come.
Death always comes. Goss, you're at that door, and there is a light emanating forth from underneath.
Yep, I'm doing the same thing. I'm creep peeking the door, just barely poking my head through, just trying to see what I can see.
Okay, roll stealth check.
25.
On the die. So you see that candles dimly illuminate a cluttered office. There's a skeletal songbird that's in a filthy cage in one corner. There are other furnishings that include a wooden writing desk and a tall back chair. Anatomical drawings sketched in charcoal hang on the walls behind the desk. Seated in the chair is a shriveled corpse of a humanoid wearing moldy robes and a brown mask sculpted to look like a frowning visage. Around the figure's neck hangs a black skull-shaped amulet, and a number of severed hands crawl on the desk and floor all around him.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna push the door open and say, hey, I think some of you soft skins might like some of the stuff behind this door.
Can I just start blasting?
Absolutely. Is that what you want to do?
I mean, it's obviously going to get up.
Well, when you move on in, it turns and then it says, visitors. I knew we had visitors, but I did not realize you have gotten this far. Allow me to introduce myself, the rotted man in the mask says. My name is Withers. And who might you be?
I'm Goss.
I'm afraid.
I
I
am
give
the
you
ground.
100 gold. Can I change my class?
Nice.
I had the exact same thought.
Sorry, proceed. I had to be a smartass.
So is this? Yeah, I know there's like a death curse. Are you the person we come back to if somebody dies?
I am just the groundskeeper here.
Yeah, that's exactly what a god who's a scribe in disguise / god, something in disguise would say. Yes.
Cyrax sacrificed most of his workers who have built this dungeon. I'm one of the few that remain. And where did you come from?
That's a great question. I mean, really, where did any of us come from? You know, the universe, it all spans from a single point is kind of the consensus, I think. But
Chicken or the egg? Meanwhile, well, the masked undead is chuckling. Some of you might notice that some of the severed hands that are crawling around the area, they start crawling awfully close to Rambala, as if they're getting ready to spring. Well, says
yeah,
Withers,
you guys
if
aren't giving me a hand.
if
You have enough.
you'd be so interested, perhaps in having tea with me, so you can tell me your tale. What brought you this far into the jungle?
Yeah, what are your little hand things doing, hanging up around this guy?
He starts snapping his fingers and shooing them away, like animals, like little puppy dogs trying to jump up your ankle. And he shoos them away. They scatter. Now they're like crawling on his desk and on his shoulder and stuff.
And they're just around Rambala?
Not anymore. They just scattered and now they're.
Well, he was the only one they were interested in before.
At first, I guess maybe Rambala said something that attracted them to him.
Okay.
They had to be called off.
Do you know the source of the death curse that's making resurrections not go correct?
The secrets of the master, unbeknownst to me. I cannot confirm nor deny this tomb has anything to do with this curse you speak of. I have had minions slay other adventuring types like yourselves who came here wandering around looking for the cure to some death curse. But I can assure you,
That's rude.
it is not a project I am privy to. Well, it is
So,
rude. It is rude for adventurers just to intrude here.
so you're the one that's been sending things to attack us?
I am the groundskeeper. How am I supposed to know who you are intruding? I don't usually ask who the intruders are before start throwing minions at the intruders. I just throw minions at the intruders.
So why are you not attacking us now then?
Well, obviously we're in a position to parlay, so why not take advantage of that? You see him
What is it you're
kind of
offering?
like fumbling around with his right hand in his robes. You see him maybe kind of like twitching his fingers to try to grip a wand or something that's under his robe sleeve, under his wrist, like he's ready to spring an attack at a moment's notice.
I'm gonna ask him to take his hands out of his robes, and if he doesn't, I'm gonna draw my sword. I
Hey,
demand that he remove his hands.
how, how dare you pull a sword on me in my office? He raises his hands. All the little crawling hands, they spring ready to attack. I'm going to ask you one time to lower your sword, Sir Lizard Man.
Just keep your hands where we can see them,
Lick your
and
eyeballs
no
and
hands get
sheathe your
eaten.
blade.
Aurara's gonna start looking at all the little hands and start drooling, and I'm gonna put my sword back.
That Withers slowly lowers his hands. Tense situation dies down. And then that's when Withers yells, "Attack!" And then a wand appears in his hand, glowing with a dark energy. The, the severed hands that are all about the room spring to attack like a horrific Adams Family episode. And then I'm going to have everybody go ahead and roll into the turn order. Remember to select your tokens and then click initiative.
All right, I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration to re-roll my initiative, and it got me one extra. God damn it!
Hey, look at you, Athazar. Nice. Dang, you too, Rimbala. Putting us to shame.
Enemy rolled well, both of them. So let's see here. We've got the enemies at 19 and 20. We've got Athelsar at 22. Killing it with a 22. To start the turn order, Rambal 18. Goss and Peruk. Athelsar, you have the jump on things. What are you going to do?
I believe I will use a cantrip to attack the withered old mage. It's 24 a hit.
Towards a hit.
For 10 points of damage. So a line of fire shoots from my arcane focus wand straight at the withered old wizard.
Withered.
Yeah, woodchuck, woodchuck. Right, so he was rising from his chair. Not anymore. You just slammed him backwards right into it. How? Just like that. One wondrous sorcerous burst. Dazed at least momentarily. While his minions are ready to leap. And then Athelsar, anything else?
No, that'll do it.
Okay.
And I'll hold position right here.
There's with us. It's like Norm. Let's see here. What's he gonna do? About a fireball. Everybody. Dexterity saving throw.
Nat 20.
Oh! It's gonna be okay. DC 13
Oh,
and
sweet.
31 fire on a failure. Half as much. Call it 15 on a save from the blast.
So I have a question. I already have fire resistance. Would absorb elements half that again?
Stuck.
They do stack? No? Okay. Well, I'm still going to use it anyway, just because it gives me extra damage on the next turn. Nope. I don't know why that rolled damage, but okay. Alright, so that would be 7 points for me, 8 points for me. With the resistance.
Yeah, right. Okay, you pass the save, and then you take half on top of that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Withers begins cackling with laughter, and then the crawling claws, they leap to attack.
Sorry, I was muted. How much is the damage with the save?
If you failed to
15.
save?
No, if you made the save. So I use Flash of Genies to bring me up to 13.
Yeah, 15 works.
All right.
Alright, so here's what's happening. I have a bunch of attacks coming in at you. Breaking out the dice tray. Let's see here. Bala, Rumbalaya, Rumbalski. Let's see here. What's your AC, sir?
19.
19. Right. These things are going to miss the mark as they claw at you with a 14 and a 7. One striking out at a roar with a 17. Does it hit a roar?
Yes, it does.
All right.
I've already used my reaction. Damn it.
It's going to be 3 points of slashing. And then 2 on you, gods. What's your AC?
19.
23 and a 6 and a 15. 22 and a 15.
Okay.
Of slashing damage. You get some of it rotted nastiness under these fingernails into the wound. 2 over here in the corner. 1 on Peruk, 1 on Athazar. Peruk, what is your AC? 20?
20.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay, 12's going to miss. 1 on Athazar. 14 should miss.
That
Then,
it does.
okay, all right. Then Rambala, it's your move, man.
All right. I'm going to start by attacking the hand next to me on my left here, I guess west side.
I have a plan.
19 to hit it.
Yeah, that man.
For 8 damage plus my blessed strike for another 2. 10 damage.
Practically explodes. I mean, you the Warhammer for that much? Damn.
And we will. That's good. Wherever I went here. I'm going to do another spiritual weapon. It's going to appear behind Withers and attack him for 20 to hit.
Well, that'll land.
For 11 force damage. And I will step to here and end my turn.
So a great ghostly weapon appears on the opposite side of the desk with Withers. So like is that another warhammer or battle axe or a sword? What are we looking at? Weapon.
Yeah, if you want to give me a token, something like a longsword would work for me.
Longsword. Okay. So we have here. Don't have a longsword, but I do have a scimitar.
That's fine, or a mace, either one. That works. I like the animation. The size is perfect. Don't touch it. Oh.
So
She's never said that to me. That ends my turn.
All right. I'm instead of drawing my longsword again, I'm going to pull my short bow and take a shot on Withers. Ooh, 13. It's 13 hit.
13 on old Withers is going to miss the mark.
I take another shot at him. Please land. 19. All right. So I'm also going to bonus action, but I'll resolve the short bow damage first for 11. I'm going to bonus action Hail of Thorns at 2nd level. So Dex 15 save, or they all take 9 damage. Everybody within 5 feet of them. That was a really bad roll. Oh. So I need Dex saves from everyone immediately surrounding him and himself.
He passes to the crawling claws. Fail.
Okay, so the 2 that failed took 9 damage. Everybody else takes half. And that's going to be it for me.
All right. I'm going to attack Withers. I'm going to use my Rune Shaper background to cast Chromatic Orb. All right, that's a 23 to hit, and not great damage, only 10. And then Force Ballista for 21 to hit, and another 16 damage, so 26 damage on him.
Oh, you had 24 left.
Oh, sweet.
So that Eldritch Cannon finishes it. What does that look like?
Just punches a hole straight through his like rotting chest. And he just kind of slumps back into his chair.
Damn. They shooting text. There's no more. There's one of his minions left. A little ankle biter at Goss's feet. Anything else, Peruk?
Negative.
Atazar.
If Misery was here, we'd probably try to take it home.
If
I mean, I have a bag of holding. It's already dead.
It also doesn't have
Oh.
lungs.
Hollow, I'm going to pick up his wand or pull it out of his hand, whichever one happened when he died.
yes, there is a gnarled branch of a wand, and it looks like it's covered in like a varnish or something. It's well finished.
And just casually put it in my bag of holding, and that'll end my turn.
Huh? What's the party? Let me see here. Now you have finally cleared this level for real this time. So that's good. Took a while. Thought you had cleared it, but you didn't. Appears you really have. So.
Everything's dead.
Yeah. Well, they spent a lot of time here on this level. They really did. How many sessions? More than that.
Maybe 3?
3. Yeah, maybe 3, even 3.5. It's been a while.
We're very methodical.
Yeah, I don't remember which level this was. Is this the second or third one down?
One of those.
I think it's the third one, isn't it?
I think so.
What level are you guys?
8.
Can you make that scimitar an icon that I can drag on from the?
I'm not sure if I can. Let's see.
All right, so
You sound?
hey, Althazar, are you a sorcerer or a wizard?
Sorcerer.
Actually, no, it doesn't actually matter. When we hit level 9, I need you to take the creation spell. I'd like to build. I'd like to make a nuke and just blow the fuck out of this place.
I'll think about it for sure.
I've done a lot of math. and we also need to get a minimum of 2.5 miles away.
Like that one time in Dragonlance. When we one shot at that, what was it? He one shot. Right, so let's see here.
I
We
think I
have-
technically one shot at a dragon. I hit it with hold monster and it fell like hundreds of feet and then blinked out of existence right before it hit the ground.
Oh, I got out of there. Yeah, well, yeah, you got rid of it one way or the other. That's for sure. I can see that. Absolutely. I've had
Well, I
players
remember when
one shot an adult dragon once. That's pretty cool.
there was that
I
time
remember
that we
I
had
got one shot.
There was that one young dragon on the horde that we just held in place and just burned alive.
Oh, we bullied the hell out of that thing.
That was so mean.
The Draconians were the ones that really gave you a problem in that encounter. Remember the next session when
Yeah.
the Draconians rushed in?
That dragon was way easier than it should have been. Get covered in web and then lit on fire.
It got toppled first, then it got covered in web, and then I hexed it so that it had disadvantage on its saving throws against trying to break the web. Yeah, it was bad.
All right. So yes, you guys went east. What
Sorry.
do you remember what was to the east on this floor? Over by where you were resting?
It was a trap room full of wine. We then found a secret
Secret room.
passage, summoned a
That's what I
toad.
thought. Yeah, okay.
Was that the one that didn't want to fight? That was the one that left, isn't it? Or was that
Yeah.
a different floor?
Nope, that's the one that skedaddled.
Okay, I thought so.
So then the question is down the spiral staircase or down the main room staircase? Is that correct?
Well, I imagine we'd loot this room first real quick, because
Oh, sure.
there's probably magical doodads and whatnots.
Dig around for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Let's see. Go ahead. Roll a perception check.
Perception or investigation? Since
Um,
I'm actively looking.
Yeah, investigation.
With a guidance?
Sure, I'll take a guidance.
Ooh, nice shit.
26.
Well, Withers himself, he has enough equipment desk there to assemble a scholar's pack. There is also a manual of golems, a manual of clay golems that lies open on this desk. It's to a spell book containing a bunch of spells. On the inside back cover of the spellbook is what appears to be a name, Kumara Blackfire.
I'm gonna hand that off to Althazar. This looks like it's more up your alley.
What is it now?
It is a, there's a spell book that has a bunch of spells in it. And then on the inside back cover of the spell book So it appears to be the name Kamara Blackfire.
I'll gladly take the spell block off his hands.
There's also a manual of clay golems. Christ on a cracker, that's expensive.
Tony?
To create a clay
What-
golem, you must spend 30 days working without interruption with the manual on hand and resting no more than 8 hours per day. You must also pay 65,000 gold to purchase supplies.
That's a lot of clay.
There's a lot of clay.
Other than that, the desk looks like it's just got some piles of empty parchment, ink, things like that. There's that skeletal songbird chirping in the corner, still very annoying. Tell you what, I'm looking over some stuff in the book here. Some details in the book tell me that you guys should be level. Grant everyone a level up as we wrap up the session.
Sweet.
Congratulations. We finished the second level of the Tomb of Annihilation, it appears. Unless there are any other surprises. Done for that. Reinforce the party. Excellente. And yeah, I hope we can do this again next week.
I will not be here next week. Just giving you a heads up. Mandatory overtime.
Okay.
So, but you guys are more than welcome to continue on. If you want, I'll make sure my character sheet is open and I can send it in case anybody needs to use any of my stuff.
Rest of the party, can you guys make it next week?
Yep.
Yeah,
all
should be
I should be here. I have a tattoo
Oh.
appointment in the morning, but I should be okay.
I'll be here.
To be able to pull it off, and I'll put some ads out looking for new players for Sunday and try to find the right people. And I'll reach out to everybody a couple days in advance just to firm things up. And yeah, we'll call that a session.